Stand Up for LEISHA campaign. Over the past few months, Mayor Wayne Botting has been taking part in and organising a variety of fundraising events in a bid to raise enough money to buy a specialist wheelchair for a 13-year-old girl with cerebral palsy. Well, that girl is LEISHA Lambeth, and she's with me in the studio now in her new state-of-the-art wheelchair. Alongside her is mum Vicky. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning, Mark.
Hello, lovely to meet you both. And LEISHA, that wheelchair is really state-of-the-art, isn't it? It's got all mod-cons.
Yeah, it's the latest technology all the way from Norway.
Wonderful. And I mean, obviously this is going to make a bit of a difference to your life, isn't it?
Yeah, it was the first week at school this week, properly using it, and it's made an improvement already. I had a practical in science just yesterday, and I was able to fully join in with my friends, and we got the task done together as a table.
That is absolutely wonderful. And were your friends impressed?
Yes.
I bet they were. Vicky, this is a bit of a life changer for your daughter, isn't it?
Yeah, it absolutely is. I mean, she comes home every day now, and there's new things that she's been able to do that she wasn't able to do before. First day of school on Monday, I came home from work and asked her what she'd done, and she said, "Oh, Mum," she said, "I was able to stand through the drama lesson and participate in drama." And then she said, and in PE, she said, "I got to play basketball with them, and I couldn't do that before because the hoops were too high." So, you know, it's just made a phenomenal difference to her life
So
already.
what was the situation before the new fancy gizmo that we've got in here this morning?
I was in a yellow table for science, for drama I was stuck at one height, and for many other subjects it was the same thing.
Yeah, she had a basic power chair that would get her from A to B, but essentially she was stuck in the same position, seated. So when she was with her friends at break time, they would all be stood up and they would be talking over the top of her head. And when she had lessons like art or science or DT, where they have a high desk and they sit on benches, she had to have a low table which was separate to the rest of the class, so it was quite an exclusionary piece of equipment, really.
Sure, I understand that, and I mean, absolutely right that the technology, if it's there, everybody should be able to benefit from it, but it doesn't necessarily come cheaply, this kind of technology.
No, it's £21,000.
Wow.
And not funded by the NHS.
No.
When you think today, so I'm looking to go out and buy a car, and I said to my wife last night, have we got £1,000 in the bank? I mean, £21,000, you can understand, therefore, that, you know, well, there are arguments for and against funding on the NHS, but nonetheless, it's a costly thing to provide.
Absolutely. And, you know, when this chair was actually measured for LEISHA before she started at secondary school, as a piece of equipment that would really be beneficial for her to be included in school. And when I got the quote through and the cost, my heart sank because I knew that there was just no way I would be able to afford it. And I'm so overwhelmed and just humbled by the response from Wayne and the community, and how much they've all come together to make my little girl be able to really fully have a proper education.
And we'll talk about Wayne in a moment, who you've just mentioned, but just I'm just going to sort of lean over now. Tell me what that machine actually does. You've got lots of gadgets and gizmos. I can hear you pressing buttons, so what's happening there?
I press node, and this, this.
Get back a bit. There you go.
Now
do it.
Okay, we're just getting adjusted and comfortable. It's like anything. You probably need L plates on there, to be honest, in fairness. Oh, it's going up and down. So basically, it gives you... That's brilliant, isn't it? Because you're moving up and down as we speak, literally. LEISHA's almost towering over me over our desk where I'm sat this morning, and then going back down again. You know, full movement back and forward, all the things you need to do.
Yeah.
And these kind of wheelchairs now, compared to what you would have had, you know, even 10, 15 years ago, they're so much better, aren't they?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it is cutting edge technology, which is why it's so expensive. You know, the research and development to design this and make sure it's safe for her. You know, I mean, it gets her to into a fully upright standing position, and she can drive in a fully upright standing position with the security of knowing that it's not going to topple over. You know, it's just, it's very amazing, and it's all computerized, and her measurements are stored in there, so she just has to press a button and it does it for her.
Well, look, we were alerted to your story last summertime by that chap, Wayne, that you mentioned, Mayor Wayne Botting. What did Wayne do for you? Just briefly remind us.
Well, Wayne campaigned tirelessly for LEISHA. He heard about her cause, and he was committed to helping her, and he just didn't stop. He was relentless in bringing the community together and fundraising, and none of this would have come about if it wasn't for him.
Well, you've both got headphones on because Wayne is there on the line. Good morning to you, Wayne.
Good morning, Mark.
I mean, what are you making of this as you listen to LEISHA and Mum talking this morning?
It's very humbling, very, very humbling. I was absolutely amazed by the community response. I just overwhelmed, speechless, to tell the truth. It's how everybody came together and to grant LEISHA her wish. It was just fantastic.
Good stuff. And LEISHA, what would you like to say to Wayne this morning?
Thank you very much, Wayne. We wouldn't be in this position without you. It's been amazing, this journey that we've been through together.
Wow.
We sure have, LEISHA. Thank you very much for the thanks. Not just for me, I'd like to thank the residents of my community, Telscombe, East Saltdean and Telscombe Village, but not only those, the residents of Brighton, Peacehaven, Newhaven and Seaford, and the local charity groups that got involved. Just one great big amazing community effort, and just thank you to everybody else that got involved.
All right, Wayne, thank you very much. Keep in touch with us, won't you? And LEISHA, and also Vicky, I gather as a result of coming on this show that you've now been snapped up for TV later on. Is this true?
Yes.
Our colleagues at South East Today are going to come and film you later on as well. So you'll be the talk of the school on Monday, radio, TV. You'll be on the red carpet before we know it. It's really nice to meet you both this morning, and thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
You.
The headlines on BBC Sussex at 12 minutes to 9. The Maritime and Coast Guard Agency says the search for two men missing at sea off the coast of Brighton has turned into a recovery mission with no chance of finding them alive. Police in France are hunting accomplices of the three gunmen thought to be the country's